In a remnant one. I'm doing part two of Job, and in regards to think that you're having hard times, you're not the only one. And also a little bit about the coronavirus and the spike of it as a result of things reopening. That's as far as establishments and tourism. Now, in the summary of Job. Okay, and again, I state incessantly for you guys to read these scriptures on your own. Okay, that basically where I mentioned where Job, he was a wealthy landowner, had 10 children, crop, livestock. Okay, he had wealth, and back then you were considered wealthy, but had been ravished by a storm, all right, and lost everything. And his colleagues, okay, who helped maintain the lands, so forth, and his livestock had notified Job he was not there at the time, okay, but he had four messages of separate news, okay, of the these catastrophic events, okay. So he had three friends, all right, Eliphaz, Bildad, and Zophar, okay, who came to visit this man, all right, and gave different theories of what happened, and I think that they wanted to show him support, but Job, I guess, was very distraught about this, and I couldn't blame him. He was also stricken with boils. I probably would be too, but his friends, I guess, were consoling him, but I think that they were arguing that I guess this is some type of a plan, okay, that that one opinion was this is Eliphaz, okay, that he didn't know why this happened, okay. Bildad and Jophar, okay, had agreed that Job must have committed some type of evil, okay, despite blameless behavior. And Bildad, okay, he also surmised that Job's children had brought their deaths upon themselves. Okay, maybe insisted that his children were not venerating the Most High, and that was a good argument. Okay, so another argument was that that whatever wrong Job has done probably deserves a greater punishment. Okay, Job had argued with to these guys. I guess they weren't really any type of help. I guess that they had came to these gentlemen, that is, had came to console this man, but he feels that these guys were not really trying to help at all. Okay. But God did come in that house. He came in a cloud and basically said, hey, you know what? That I'm in control of these things, and just when you think that I'm doing you wrong, okay, that I'm looking out for you. So God was pretty much telling, or that is the Most High was pretty much letting him know that there's some things that are just not understood, that he understands, okay, and he's going to do what's best for Job and what's best for us as well. Okay. I'm just going to read this little passage right here. Okay, God cannot be conceived, and Job admits that he does not even understand himself well enough to efficiently plead his case to God. Job wishes for somebody who can mediate between himself and God, or for God to send him to Sheol the deep place of the death. Okay, so Job was wishing that he was dead, but God was not done with him yet. Not just yet. Okay. So Job was a very strong man. He had a lot of wisdom. Okay. And I believe Satan, that was also a part of this, and God allowed Satan in this to a certain point. Okay, this particular scenario. Okay, at the time that Job did not fall to Satan, but the Most High did not let Satan try to take Job as well. He did protect Job. Okay. Okay, I'm just going to go over Job 16, 19, and 19:25. It says, furthermore, okay, he, all right, this is Job, believes that there is a witness or redeemer in heaven who will vouch for his innocence. Okay, after a while, the upbraiding proves too much for Job, and he grows sarcastic, impatient, and afraid. Okay, he admits that the justice of God lets the wicked people prosper while he and the countless other people suffer. Job wants to confront God and complain, but he cannot do that physically. He feels that wisdom is hidden from hidden minds, but he resolves to persist in pursuing wisdom by fearing God and avoiding evil. Okay, and we all think that good guys finish last. Okay, that the wicked are allowed to prosper. Many of the wicked do. We see a lot of that today. Okay, with people. Okay, let's just say the top. They say the top 1%. We'll say politicians. There's other people. Police officers, and not all of these politicians, not all of these police officers and people that we feel are wicked are not wicked. Okay, but a lot of these people, they get where they are for a reason, and they're not necessarily deserving of it, but they're in what they call monarch families. Okay, so the people that are wicked, if they a lot of them don't even know any better. Okay, because a lot of these people that may be wicked, okay, they are instilled this. All right, so that's not fair to be called wicked. I believe that that is if you pretty much were grown and you were raised that way. Okay, and if you just didn't know any better. And this is where forgiveness comes in, and I think this is where that people that are blessed with the knowledge of the Most High, okay, saved by faith and grace, come in to pretty much worry about the Most High, okay, and then on their own abilities. And at the end of the day, that God will have his revenge, okay? He will bring people that are too high, he will bring them back to earth at one point in time. So this was a humbling experience for Job, but at the same time that this is something that Job has no control of over. Okay, that again, I state necessarily that God does have a bigger plan, and the same for us. He has a bigger plan for what's going on right now. Okay, this is some things that are way beyond our control. Okay, and let's just say maybe the powers of be. Okay, that they're pretty much going to have to answer to God themselves. But nevertheless, this is all according to some type of plan. All right, we're going to read over a few scriptures, okay, in the book of Job. All right. So, again, I stated this is basically a test of, that Job himself went through to make himself a better person. This is all orchestrated by God. Okay. But let's read Job 39, 19 to 24. Do you give his horse his might, Do you close his neck with a mane? Do you make him leap like a locust? His majestic snorting is terrifying. He pauses in the valley and exalts his strength. He goes out to meet his weapons. He laughs at fear and is not dismayed. He does not turn back from the sword. Upon him rattle the quiver, the flashing spear, and the javelin. With the fierceness and rage he swallows the ground. He cannot stand still at the sound of the trumpet. Okay, let's move on to Job 27, 3-4. As long as my breath is in me, and that the Spirit of God is in my nostrils, my lips will not speak falsehood, my tongue will not utter deceit. Job 28:28. And he said to man, behold, the fear of the Lord, that is wisdom, and to turn away from evil is understanding. And the Lord said to Satan, have you considered my servant Job? There is no like him on the earth, a blameless and upright man, who fears God and turns away from evil. Okay. And then Job answered to the Lord and said, I know that you can do all things, and that no purposes of yours can be thwarted. Job 22:21-22. Agree with God, be at peace. Thereby good will come to you. Receive instruction from his mouth and lay up his words in your heart. Job 5:11. He sets on those who are lowly, and those who mourn are lifted to safety. Okay. So this is from Christian quotes. Okay. This is given and taken away, and they do say in the Bible that he who gives us, he who giveth is he who taketh away. Okay, but no matter what, you have to trust in God. During these perilous times, that is good, or it's recommended strongly that people do walk in faith no matter what. Okay, one of my favorite scriptures here is in Job 1:21. Okay, the Lord gave and the Lord has taken away. Blessed be the name of the Lord. The Lord gives more than he takes away, but whatever happens, we can say with confidence, blessed by the name of the Lord. Okay, and that's Job 1:21. That's a very popular scripture. Pretty much it on that for those who are under a lot of anxiety, okay, based on stress and strain from this COVID. All right, and just one more scripture to leave you with in 1 Peter 5, 5th chapter, 7th verse. Cast all your anxiety on him because he cares for you. Okay, so it's cool to make money and have nice things and so forth, but there does come a time where there is a global resource set, and I think that people have to roll with the punches, and this is not our fight. This is not your fight at times. And it's not all about money, or it's not all about idolatry or materialists, but it comes a time where it has to be some health, life, and also faith in the Most High. If you like this video, feel free to subscribe and share with your friends, and check out some of the other videos. And thanks for watching. Read the scriptures on your own, ladies and gentlemen.